Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is part two of the Las Vegas Grand Prix for the Tier 3 gentlemen here and ladies, of course, in MRC. Apologies for what has happened. There was a huge safety car glitch on lap 13, start of lap 13, that caused the session to be red flagged. So we have rebuilt the lobby, we have rebuilt the grid from the positions as they were before the final lap there under the safety car. It is going to be intermediate weather conditions, we hope, if the game is going to abide and follow suit. So we will wait and see. But we have got a 25% race, which is about 13 laps. And it is wet, of course. There it is. We are back. And of course, the man still alongside me is Mr. Martin Hills. Difficult
Hello
one, that.
again.
Hello, hello.
Well, that was all a bit stressful. That was, yeah, things just, I know a few people didn't actually quite understand why that got red flagged, but if you'd been further back on the grid, you would have seen why. Because basically, the safety car said it was coming in to some people, and I think it didn't say it to other people. And some people just went, and some people didn't went, and some people just were all caught out by it, and there was crashes and all kinds of carnage and chaos happening. So
Yeah.
the safety car basically stayed out when it should have gone in.
Yeah, it is. So we are running with the positions which will go through. There probably is going to be a formation lap. I presume there is. We will go through the order of the standings very quickly when that happens. Drivers now just getting their setups back on their cars. I believe, and we believe, most of the drivers who were not taking part in the race before this glitch will continue to be DNF'd from the race. But unfortunately, of course, we'll see what happens. And to be fair, before this point, it was quite interesting. We had people pitting under the previous safety car for the intermediate tyres early, and then people pitted at the start of this safety car, for instance, and some people stayed out on the dry. So, I mean, I think now we'll probably see everybody on the intermediate tyres.
Yeah. I would very much hope so. There was some.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I can probably say it now. There was some spectacularly daring strategy calls on staying on dries,
Yeah.
which I felt were somewhat questionable. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone will emerge from the garage with bright green tyres on their cars.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, that was very light, the rain, wasn't it? That was coming down, and we have heard in the meantime that it was potentially going to dry up before the end. So about that 10 minutes of rain that we were predicting and sort of guessing at was quite accurate for a change. But we'll see how the weather plays out in this 25% race, and hopefully we will get going. It does mean, unfortunately, that the Tier 4 race will be delayed a little bit for you this evening, but it will still be going ahead, of course.
It will. But whilst you're waiting for that, obviously, and watching this, don't forget to press the like on this stream as well, because obviously your likes from last time have now vamoosed. So please like this one too.
Absolutely, yeah, certainly will. Don't forget to hit the share button. Share it to all your social media channels as well. So, who has won? Let's say, in terms of
I think it's a bit early to say,
glitch.
Mark. We've got half the race left, mate.
Yeah, but in terms of a relief, we had about the top 5, top 6 who were trying that daring strategy of staying out on the dry tyres.
Well, it's going to be a bit confusing because I think if it's worked the way I expect it to work, the rebuild of the grid will be based on the positions on the last fully completed lap, which wasn't the lap that got red flagged.
Yeah.
Which may mean that a few of the people who were up at the I nearly said it again. I nearly said sharp or pointy up at the
The
head
top
of
end,
the
the top,
field,
yeah.
who were due to who were coming into pit on that lap may get lucky and end up obviously benefiting from this a little bit. But it's just luck of the draw, unfortunately. It's just one of those things. There's no rhyme or reason or right way through it. But yes, indeed,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
As I suspected, because of the fact that we've gone back.
Yeah, I'm surprised Stepbo. I don't know how Stepbo's in the lead, to be honest, of that one. I'm a bit confused.
Not sure where he was at the end of the previous.
No, I thought Avanash was the leader,
lap.
but anyway, no, I think he was. I think it was Avanash second. Anyway, but then Voxy in third, Heavy T in fourth, Pepito fifth, Hive Eclipse ahead of Triz, Vitalso, Lil herself in ninth. Then we have Ivan in 10th, Geke, Rillen, GXD, Maverick, and then the reserves 15th, 16th, 17th, and they will still pit at the end of lap 1. 13 lap race, so a lot different conditions, completely different challenge for everybody now, isn't it? Big unknown.
Indeed. I mean, has anyone on this grid practiced in the wet for this race?
It's not the only one in the Nevada desert that you would, but it's not unknown for us to get the raining conditions. There were in tier, I'm going to say 0 last time we raced here, I think it was, had a wet qualifying session.
Didn't tier 1 this week have wet quality as well, I think?
It did. Yes, it did. Absolutely, it certainly did, yeah.
So yeah, it certainly happens. It's not unprecedented, but I think it's one of those races where you automatically go, it's the desert, it's not going to rain. But actually, in reality, fun fact, I know that Las Vegas gets a massive amount of rainfall in reality.
Oh, really?
It has a massive, huge storm drain system underneath it that's almost... apparently loads of people live in it because it's just this huge cavernous expanse of drains that go for miles and miles and miles every direction under the city, and they're bone dry nearly all the time apart from when it flash floods.
Wow. I suppose it's surrounded by mountains as well, isn't it? A big hill range, so I can imagine.
There was flooding before the race in real life last year, wasn't there?
Oh, of course, yes, there was. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go.
I did, so, yeah, completely forgot.
So if you haven't practiced in the wet here, you're a fool. That's what we're saying.
Absolutely, yeah, we are.
I didn't practice in the wet.
I need to start just doing a small session in the wet just to... Because I'm rubbish in the wet. I'm terrible. So it's something yeah, I'm terrible. I need to do it. But here we are, folks, for the shortened Tier 3 race. 4 and 5 red lights in the rain in Las Vegas. Let's go racing. Good even start from the front row. Avanash very level, pegging with Stepbro. We're going to see the bravery we saw from him. First time, actually, both of them first time round on the inside. Everyone tiptoeing, but Foxy's looking confident. Oh, a little bit of squeeze from Avanash as he gets the power down. Stepbro comes across. Stepbro goes wide. Oh, there's been a tap from Foxy with Avanash. Foxy goes through. Avanash now drops to 5th. There was a tap somewhere in that. Did well to not get damage and keep it out the wall, but Avanash dropping down places. Foxy's come through. Heavy T now up into second. Oh, a bit of a squeeze. Oh, there is. That's Ivan is through. Who was that that's just caught in it? For Talso.
Yeah, unfortunately, everyone gets very cautious in turn 1 and 2 and forgets that turn 3 is actually the danger point.
Yeah, that's the heavy braking zone, isn't it? I haven't got the track map on. I don't know why I was missing something. Yep, it is a full course yellow flag.
There was lots of contact, lots of cars sideways, people unable to avoid each other. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a shame.
Yeah, difficult one for Avanash. Caught up there. Voxy, a little bit of a tap. But tapped Avanash, and I think that was the chain reaction down the straight, really, wasn't it? And then, as you say, then it just had that reaction further back.
Yeah, I just saw a Williams slithering horribly. And there's only one in the race, isn't there? So it must have been Pepito, and I think that caused a chain reaction behind people trying to avoid one another.
Yeah, big gap. I don't know what's happened to Ivan and Triz. They were close together under the virtual, but big gap now. Only 5 seconds. Not sure what's happened there.
That's that incident.
Okay.
It just split the field open.
So it is now green, and we do go racing. We've now got a Haas 1-2. So the American team in America now leading this Grand Prix. Voxy close by in 3rd place. Pepito shaking it and sliding. In 4th, Hive in 5th with Avanash on the recovery now. Is in 6
Just
holding
seeing
on.
whether we've got any damaged cars, because there's a lot. I don't think many people
Well,
pitted.
no, Vitelso's retired in the pits. Had quite a bit of damage, unfortunately. Didn't look too much. Maybe had rear wing from it. Of course, then the reserves have pitted as well. Back to normal rules for them. It's another virtual safety car. Not sure why. I hope this is not going to be what's happening. Oh, it's a safety car, full safety car.
Oh, how's that happened? Well, that's going to help bunch things back together again, so that's probably not a bad thing. Yeah, unfortunately, that big split in the field was all turn 3. There was basically just I don't think it was Pepito specifically caused it, but I think there was a reaction of braking behind, and it caused a few people to lock up and bump into each other, and then there was 2 cars sideways across the track. So it looked a bit like one of those IndyCar races where they all end up sitting on top of each other.
Yeah, just a difficult one. I'm trying to look back through the field if anyone's got any major damage, and I can't see any damage, so I'm not sure why the safety car has come out. I hope this is not another evening glitch that we have here in F1.
We've got some serious pile-ups happening on the back straight because people aren't looking at what the cars in front are doing, unfortunately. Not sure. I think it was Triz had to pile on the brakes to avoid the Delta, and there's lots of cars braking very, very hard behind him.
Yeah, it's lost 2 seconds on that one, and now he's full throttle down that straight, and that's it. It's just you've got to be patient when you've got the Delta, especially under full safety car. It ebbs and flows quite dramatically, and can quite dramatically through sort of the slower corners. It really, and Pepito pits.
Yeah, I'm just having a look to see what he's doing in there. I will let you know.
Thank you very much. Maybe changing to a fresh set of intermediates and maybe adding a little bit more wing. It's hard tyres.
Okay.
Is that early? I mean, the rain has it. It does look like it's eased.
Is it eased that much?
No. It's not.
I mean, there's still spray coming off the car ahead of him. Unless there's an error there, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see. Well, to be fair, actually, no, Andrew Airways, they have to pit under safety car, so they've just come out of the pits and have to pit again. So, I'm surprised we've not seen them try something different, because why not?
Yeah. It's a shame that it's a shame the safety car has come straight back out, but also, like I say, it sort of seems fair on those that got delayed by the incident that wasn't really wasn't really anyone's fault from what I could see, to be honest with you. But I didn't see every single car involved. Obviously, it just looked like 2 cars were sideways across the track, and everybody had to avoid them.
Yeah, I had a shocking camera angle for it. Scottish Mav has said there was the not 19 drivers in part 1. Yes, there were originally, but they had DNF before the glitch and before the safety car, so they remain out of this race. You don't get a reprieve for that. If you do retire because of the glitch, and if something had happened in that sort of as the glitch had occurred before the red flag was thrown, then yes, you're allowed to come back in, but they'd been doing it for some time.
Mark, it stopped raining.
It has. Okay, so has Pepito pulled a blinder?
It's actually entirely stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing spray anymore either.
No. I think Pepito may have just pulled a blinder. I'm going to be interested to see if anybody goes to the pits. Yeah, Hive's pitting. Everybody, it's the Hassers who have not pitted.
No, again, it's the same thing, isn't it? 2020 hindsight.
Yeah, it is.
If you're up the front, you have to be bold, or you have to be, I don't know, what's the
Foolish.
opposite of that? Well, no,
a chicken.
Conservative, I guess.
Scared.
Yeah. They're going to be annoyed.
Yeah, because I think the safety car will come in this lap. Everybody's pitted. Maverick stayed out. Well, both the Aston Martins have stayed out.
I mean, it literally looks immediately bone dry, doesn't it?
It didn't look that wet, even though there was spray last time around. The track looked like this. It didn't look wet.
Well, let's hope the restart goes to plan.
Yeah, but there's also a mix of tyres. We've got Hive Eclipse. Well, obviously we know Pepito's on the hards. Hive Eclipse is the leader of the rest of the pack. He's on the mediums. Then we've got a hard, medium, hard, medium, hard. Medium, medium.
Got to think that the medium's the right tyre to be on, surely. Because, I mean, there's only 9 laps left.
Yeah.
And the track's going to be cold and not very grippy.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think people have gone for the hards just to be safe. I think. For that longevity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely agree with you. I think the mediums, as you say, it's going to be different. Are any of the Williams running the new livery? That'll be one William. No, he is not. So sorry, actually.
Big gap in the field, guys. You need to make sure we're within 3 car lengths, please.
Yeah, that's Mav has dropped off the back of Pepito, and its safety car is coming in this lap, and it's given us plenty of notice. I think the back 3 should just about catch up by that point. It's going to be interesting. The top, 4 of the top 5 going to pit, or are they going to try and do something a bit different? But it looks like, well, the other has had to stay out, so Stepbro's had to come in from the lead. That's allowed. Heavy T then has to stay on, and Stepbro gets 10 seconds for speeding. Pepito, look at that. Wow.
Yeah. He got his safety car restart timed beautifully and just powered straight past the Red Bull.
It did, but now Voxy through. He got it wrong somewhere. I think he must have got the yellow flag somewhere, because he's going backwards now, Pepito. And now, look at this, he is struggling. We've now got Heavy T. Didn't pit, but Hive Eclipse has come straight through.
I've realised I actually meant Hive Eclipse, but I thought, apologies, Pete. I was getting all excited about the wrong person. I was actually on board with Hive Eclipse. Oh dear.
It happens. Don't worry about that.
I need a gin.
But we were on board. I'm going to ride on board with Voxy because we want to see the grip that the Haas has got on those intermediate tyres. We're coming around turn 10. Voxy's using the overtake to try and get the move done, and it has done. So, a bit of a lock-up from Voxy.
Traction will be the teller. Look at the traction.
Look at that, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Really does. Now we've got Avanash. There it is. Right back. No DRS this time round, but Avanash has got the slipstream. Some of his battery, I'm sure. Heavy T, a sitting duck at this point. Just was unable to pit, being so close to his teammate at the restart. So next is Pepito to come through. It's a difficult start, but I tell you what, Triz, what a move that was. Got us all napping. Triz now up to 5th. Pepito,
unsurprisingly, Heavy T in the pits.
Yeah, which, as you rightly say, we certainly shall. So, now we've got the top 3 nose to tail. Ooh, as Voxy gets a bit slidey through the middle of turn 2. Hard tyre runner in the midst of some medium tyre runners, and then a bit of a gap now. Lil's found herself up, but look at this Voxy trying to have a look with the DRS for the first time on Hive Eclipse. She's looking racy, is Nova tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Heavy T's retired. Oh, he's binned it, I think, coming out the pits.
Oh, no.
Where's Maverick? Let's have a look. Oh, he has. Look at that. Wow. He's dropped it in turn 3. I don't know if he just put the power down and just didn't grip for him, but it's been cleared, so we're still green. And look at Voxy right up the back end. Oh, this is ridiculous. It's half a second separating the top, and Voxy's got the move done way before the DRS was needed. Avanash is coming as well.
Wow, are we seeing setup differences here?
Yeah, but Voxy went too soon because she didn't get the DRS. So now, a sitting duck, and the gamble in Vegas didn't pay off for Nova. I had to say that at least once. I can't believe I've lasted till part 2 to do that.
An absolute cheese poof.
Right,
so Avanash looking racy now.
I think he's going to be relieved because difficult restart at the start of the race. It's dropped him down from 2nd down to 6th, and now finds himself back up in 2nd. As you say it, arguably on the favourable tyre, and in a 3-way battle for the lead and for the win. Pepito's now finding his pace a little bit. He's got back past Triz.
Oh,
and he's
we're making the move. No, we're not.
Nope, have a look. Ivan is having a look on Triz as well. Into turn 5. Oh, very good move. Very nice move indeed. So Ivan now, of course, he was second on the grid for the original race. Had a lot of difficulties, had a collision with Josh Boy. Josh Boy had to retire.
Hive is going to be super vulnerable down the straight here now, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. But I tell you what, Pepito, he's closing a lot. He's closed half a second this lap. So he's got the tyres working now, Pepito. And he is getting into his groove. So he's dragging Ivan and Triz along as well. So we could see a six-way battle. Yellow flag is set to 2. Someone's had a difficult as Geke. As it starts off the strip, let's ride aboard with Voxy because we're looking at Avanash, who takes the lead. Voxy not quite close enough this time round. They think better of it. Bit too much curve through there. Car bouncing around.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens as the mediums start wearing in about 3 laps' time.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Absolutely. Actually, Pepito made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped 0.6 of a second in that final sector, and now is under pressure, big time from Ivan and Triz. So he's going to want to be pushing on to close back up, but we are going to stick with this top 3 because a few gaps. Lil, GXD, Armour, Airways, Andrew. A few gaps formed. They will pit, of course, before the end. Stepbro, though, out in 12th place.
What? Did I miss something? Stepbro? Because he was right at the front, wasn't he?
I mean, he pitted at the safety car restart with Rallen and Mav, so I think it's just where he is, to be perfectly honest.
No, he didn't get held, did he?
No, he didn't, no. So I think it's just get the tyres in. He's on the back of Andrew, but he has got that 10-second penalty. So it's a real shame because he's had some very good pace tonight. And
he has, definitely is unfortunate. So back at the front, Avanash has pulled 9/10, which I think if you've got a decent amount of ERS, that's plenty to maintain your lead down here. You've got a low downforce setup.
Yeah, I agree. I think he will. So it's going to be interesting. We're coming down the boulevard now. DRS wide open on the 2 chasing cars. But to be fair, Ivan's already got 3/10s, 4/10s. But yeah, you're right. He did. He had enough. So yeah, what was it? About 8/10s, 9/10s. So he lost half a second. Oh, as Hive gets very skinny through 15. I think Voxy had to back off a little bit and be patient. Yeah, you're right. Are these mediums going to start burning up, especially at the rear?
Yeah, I mean, it's they've obviously had a few a couple of safety car laps, haven't they? But even so, they're still going to be feeling more unpredictable than the hards are by the time we get to the last couple of laps. That's for sure.
Yeah. So is it going to be a chop and change? We will wait and see.
Yeah, no, it's it basically you're going to start. You started asking, I think, about the back straight and that exit out of the out of that sharp left-hander down the strip. Yeah, I mean, I think if you got a low downforce setup, the car behind really has to be within about 7/10 to be able to catch you.
Yeah.
Much more than that, it's borderline, and I think maybe 8 and 9/10 you're going to struggle.
Yeah, you do.
But
Ivan
you've got a safe deployment.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was just going to say Ivan is through on Pepito, so he's made that move. Pepito had some good pace and it seemed to have dropped off slightly. Don't know if he was just making a couple of mistakes, but he's going to struggle with that DRS as well. Let's go back to the next round of the top 3.
So Voxy made a little bit of gain under traction out of that corner, which is interesting, which would suggest maybe a tyre difference is starting to happen. If you look through there, the Red Bull looks a little bit more, looks like got a little bit more rear end on it.
Yeah, Hive was very slidey through their last lap around, so maybe he's just pushing quite hard. He seemed to there out the final corner and
Voxy's just dropped out of DRS, which is strange.
They were fine coming out of the of 16, so I'm not sure why that has happened to Voxy. Not sure if he was distracted by something, but is immediately pushing to get themselves back in.
Yeah, well, and that's happened immediately. They're straight back into the zone. I
So,
don't know. Maybe Nova's just carrying a little bit more downforce, and that's costing on the straight a bit as well.
yeah, I think that could be a good shout. Wasn't really gaining, when Avanash overtook Hive. Boxing would have probably been close enough, but wasn't able to do anything and challenge. So yeah, could be suffering a little bit. Maybe we're thinking that the rain would last a little bit longer and be able to make something happen. But safety cars contributed to the downfall of that one. But now we've got Pepito struggling. Ivan's closed a little bit. Now, where is Voxy in terms of the DRS? Did they get? No, they didn't. So no. Voxy didn't get the DRS this time, and have dropped a lot. They've dropped 5/10.
Yeah, that's not what I would have expected, to be honest. But yeah, well, maybe it's coming down to battery levels.
Yeah, that's it exactly. I think because then we saw Voxy get just outside the DRS and then close back in again, and maybe just use too much of the battery. And this time around, Hive gets very snaky through the exit of turn 2 in the pursuit of Avanash, and you've got to really get out of bed early to make Avanash jump out the way. He's a very seasoned racer.
He is. It's been some time. But yeah, this it's kind of gone a little quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of. I mean, you've got Triz tucked up behind Pepito still. Armar's obviously a lower tier driver, as is Monster. I was going to say lower tier. Sorry. Oh dear. Slip of the tongue. I'd love to be as quick as that guy is.
I know he's come on massively in the last couple of seasons. So has Airways, in fairness. I would be the same. I don't know if where they find the time. Not just practicing. I think it's finding the time to do something different and adapting and changing their skills to be that much quicker. You look at our top drivers. You look at your Bobo. We look at Ben. We look at Willow when he races. We look at some of those stalwarts as well, Saviour, for example, and a guy with an afro. I can't remember his name.
We've got to move. Triz Pepito.
There it is. On the outside the final corner. Triz, it's had to go the long way round. Try to have a look. Pepito holds on. I think that's just. This is and High's now dropped outside of the DRS to Avanash as well. So yeah, I think he's cooked his tyres a little bit, and he's going to be struggling in the next 2 laps. Stepbro's out. He's retired in the pit, so it's gone from bad to worse for the Haas boys. They were leading as soon as it 1-2, and now double DNF.
That's a shame, because Stepbro was guaranteed points.
Yeah,
guaranteed. Absolutely banged on. There's only 15 runners, so that was points.
Yeah, it was, and I'm sure even with the 10-second penalty, Armour Airways Andrew having that extra pit stop would have guaranteed him probably about 12th, I reckon, at least.
Yeah.
So I hope that's not, he's one of our newest drivers, but not a throw the toys out the pram kind of. Hope not.
No, maybe a lack of knowledge of how the point system works, but yeah, we obviously have points down to 15th these days, so. Yeah. And like you say, with the higher tier reserves, there's obviously several people in that top 10 bunch, for example, who are going to be pitting now, basically.
It is. Yeah, pretty much they will be, as Triz, with the DRS, gets through on Pepito and moves himself up to 5th. And I think the gaps have just sort of grown quite a bit now. Ivan hasn't really closed, as the DRS is now enabled. I mean, it's been enabled for a while, so great. Thanks for that.
Useful.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Do you know what? That's interesting, because I don't think that appeared on my screen.
Well, it didn't appear originally. We just knew it was there.
There's definitely been flaps opening.
There certainly has.
for now.
Uh,
Um,
but yeah,
yeah,
Foxy, dropped off the back of Hive and has sort of been sat around 1.5 to 1.8 seconds off Hive. Hive's dropped a couple of tenths more to Avanash. Ivan has now just started to close to 1.4 to Voxy, but it's just very sort of stalemate at this point. Half a lap to go. Avanash
would you
looks in
rather be
control.
Trick or Pepito right now?
Probably Pepito to
Yeah.
have the DS, but Pepito doesn't seem to have the tyres. He seems to be struggling. He nearly dropped to a second there, and I think he had to use a little bit of battery. So it's all about the exit. He gets a little squirrely. I think that's going to save Triz.
Yeah, I think that's done.
It is, but we're going to have a look at Avanash as he comes down the Las Vegas Boulevard for the final time, hits the brakes for the final time, takes it nice and neat, doesn't want to be getting any penalties at this stage, and it's going to be the Ferrari man. We saw one on second on Monday, we've now seen one on the top step, and Avanash makes the win. What a race. Hive will take second, Nova will take third, their first podium at MRC, so congratulations Nova. Ivan in fourth, Triz does come across the line in fifth ahead of Pepito, then Lil in seventh, GXD is going to come across the line in eighth, and then we'll have Geke a bit further back and Rillen as well. Great result for Rillen. Difficult night for the Aston Martins, but it's going to be double points for them, and Rillen I think will be happy with that 10th place.
Yeah, that's a solid result.
It is, absolutely. I think their highest points scoring finish as well in MRC, with an end plate missing as well. We're going to have, those boys were just slowing down, hoping someone was going to catch them, but they didn't. So Andrew, 11th Armour in 12th. Airways is going just to let Maverick have that extra point in or two in the championship. Where is Mav? There he is. Missing both end plates. So the Aston Martin's just going for the low downforce. Completely low downforce and weight saving, but there we are.
Better than the 26 version.
Yeah, I think it will. Nova said they put the wrong tyres on. I don't mind, you still got your first podium with MRC in about your fourth race. So I mean, come on, that's incredible. So well done to you. And we will see. Well, now the sun comes out. Oh, the lights are on in Vegas, and it is Avanash who takes the win against Hive in second and Voxy in third. Ivan in fourth. Good comeback after difficulty in the first race and starting from 10th to finish fourth, so great comeback from Ivan. Triz fifth, Pepito in sixth with Lil in 7th, GXD 8th, Geke 9th, Rillen in 10th, Andrew then Armour in 11th and 12th, then Maverick 13th. The final finisher is Airways, Stepbro, Heavy T, Vitalso did not finish, and a difficult one for the Haas boys. It's just pitting, or not pitting really, as soon as it went dry at the safety car restart, cost them a huge amount tonight, so difficult one for them, but that's it. So that was cool. That was interesting. Good race.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for everyone to get it kind of sliced in half like that. So I kind of feel for people, but obviously something we don't have a lot of control over, unfortunately, as the old EA servers. But there was some good racing happening in there, and also just like to say that actually the restart off the back of that safety car, everyone was very, very sensible. Actually, they were through the first two turns of the start itself in that second part of the race. So it's good to see people's awareness improving. It's good.
Yeah, it really is. I do agree with that one. And yeah, there were a few instances, but it can be also it happens at street circuits as well, just where the heightened awareness needs to be there. But no, that was some great racing, and as you say, difficult to have that break in the middle, but it has it out of our control. And a lot of leagues out there will just call a red flag, and that's it, done. We do our best to get our drivers on track. And we have done this evening. So, Mr. Hills, it's been a pleasure as always, my friend. Thank you.
We should probably do a drive of the day, shouldn't we?
We really should, actually. That's a very good point. Who are you picking?
I'm going to go... I think I'm probably going to have to... I'd probably say... Wasn't Hive actually a bit further back and has ended up further forwards?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I can't
struggling
remember
to
how
recall.
it worked in the first. I'm trying to
That's
think of the first race as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Uh, but I thought there was a very. I mean, it's hard to look past Avanash because
yeah.
he sort of did. He was the person who was doing really well with the ERS, by the way. um, but I'm going to go with Hiver Clips tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to split it, and I wanted to do. I definitely want to mention Nova on their first podium. Ivan obviously qualified second originally. Difficulties in the first race, and they had to start him in 10th, but we're coming up to 4th. So I'm either going to go for Ivan, but yeah, I'm thinking Avinash because he had difficulties in the first race, but then was looking strong, pitting at the right time originally, and then difficulties in this race as well. Was back in 6th and then fought his way through with the right pit stop strategy. So yeah, I think Ivan and Avinash for me. I think Avinash just, of course, takes the win. So I think Avinash just pips it this time for me.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good racing. Good racing.
It was. Thank you very much, mate. As always, great pleasure, great fun.
I'd love to say the same, but it'd just be a lie. Can't stand you. Love you, teammates.
Yeah, I love you too. Well, we're not going to do
Yeah.
that on stream again. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with us, ladies and gents. We do have the Tier 4 boys coming up literally in a couple of minutes' time. So we will disappear off air and we will be with you very shortly for the Tier 4. So thank you very much for watching and we'll see you very, very shortly. Good night.